Today, I'll show you how to crochet the Kuro ball from shiny phone pouch. The bag mainly consists of the main part and decorative elements. The decorations include a large coal ball, a small coal ball, and a hat. Now, let me demonstrate the specific crocheting method. First, let's learn the technique for the bag's main part, which starts with a foundation chain. I'm using cotton yarn for this demonstration with fewer stitches. For exact stitch count, yarn options, and hook size, please refer to the corresponding paper instructions. Note that the number of chains must be even. Tie a knot first. Then make an even number of chains. For this small sample demonstration, I started with 10 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place stitch markers on the first and last chain stitches. Now, work the first round by making 3 chain stitches as the turning chain for the double crochet. Then, on the last chain stitch of the foundation chain, where we placed the stitch marker, pick up the front loop, and make 2 double crochets. Starting from the second chain from the hook, pick up 1 loop in each chain stitch, and make 1 double crochet. Follow this pattern until you reach the second chain stitch of the foundation chain. Then, make 3 double crochets on the first chain stitch of the foundation chain. 1, 2, 3. Next, pick up the other front loop of the second chain stitch, and continue making double crochets. While crocheting, weave in the starting yarn tail. Now, you've reached the second to last chain stitch of the foundation chain. Then, join with a slip stitch to the third chain stitch of the foundation chain. Right here. Pull tight. The first round is complete. The pattern for this round is, make 3 double crochets on both the starting and ending chains, and 1 double crochet on each side of the remaining chains. The total number of double crochets in this round equals twice the foundation chain count plus 2. Count the 3 turning chains as 1 double crochet. Let's count to confirm. Since my swatch started with 10 chains, my first round has 22 stitches. Next, work the second round. Make 3 chain stitches as the turning chain for the double crochet. Then, make 1 chain stitch as an interval. Skip 1 double crochet stitch and work a double crochet in the third double crochet stitch. Then, make 1 chain stitch as an interval. Skip 1 stitch and work a double crochet. Continue this pattern to complete the round. While crocheting, tidy up the fabric and flip it over. Join with a slip stitch to the third loop of the turning chain. Pull tight. This completes the second round. This is the bottom of the bag. This is the body of the bag. At this point, pull the loop slightly bigger. Then, place the yarn to the back. For the third round, we need to add color to the second color yarn. We can start with a slip knot. Adjust the size of the loop. The stitch with 3 chains is the turning chain from the previous round. The new color, which is color 2, needs to be worked into the double crochet stitch that skips 1 stitch next to it. While crocheting, wrap around the chain stitch from the previous row, then work a double crochet. First, ends. Then, join color 2. Pull through the loop, chain 3 as the beginning chain for the double crochet, then chain 1. Interval, and continue. Work a double crochet wrapping around the chain stitch from the previous round, then work a double crochet into the double crochet stitch below it. Chain 1 more, continue wrapping around the chain stitch, and work a double crochet into the double crochet below it. Follow this pattern to complete the round. While crocheting, hide the yarn tail as you go. The last double crochet is worked into the right side of the turning chain from the previous round. This is the previous round. Place the loop in front. Then, join with a slip stitch to the third chain of the turning chain. Pull tight, stretch the loop bigger. This is the third round. The round where color 2 was added. You'll notice it's staggered from the previous round. Now work the fourth round. Insert your hook into the color 1 loop. Also tighten the loop. Then the color 2 loop is on the left side of the color 1 loop. Work 3 chain stitches as the beginning chain for double crochet on its left side. One chain stitch interval. The method is consistent with the previous round. Place the previous round's yarn behind, no need to wrap it in. Continue wrapping around the previous round's chain stitches. Then insert into the double crochet stitch below and work a double crochet. Then work 1 chain stitch. Work a double crochet, then 1 chain stitch. Double crochet, chain stitch, follow this pattern to complete the round. When you reach the last stitch, join with a slip stitch to the third chain of the beginning chain. Next, place the color 1 yarn behind. We'll work the next round using color 2, following the same method as the previous round. Each round uses the same technique, just alternating between color 1 and color 2. You can follow the previous method to crochet the required number of rounds. Adjust the bag height according to your phone's required height. The yellow yarn I'm demonstrating with is color 2, which is on the left side of color 1. When crocheting, pull color 1 outward slightly to avoid accidentally incorporating it. Pull up a large loop. As you can see, color 1 is the yarn we started with. It's the color currently shown in my video. Color 2 is the yarn added later. You can see both color 1 and color 2 are worked in straight lines, though offset, they actually form a single straight line. Now let's continue crocheting downward. This is what it looks like after completing 6 rounds. Keep crocheting downward to your desired height. I'll stop the demonstration here. Next I'll show you the 2 edging rounds after completing the main bag body. For the edging, you can choose to use either color 1 or color 2 yarn. I'll demonstrate using color 1 as an example. First make 3 chain stitches to start. Then work a double crochet in the next chain space. Pick up the stitch of the double crochet, and work a double crochet, continue working double crochets in chain spaces. 1 double crochet in the stitch, 1 double crochet in the chain space, work this round completely. Continue until the last chain space, the one right of the starting chain, then join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of the beginning chain. At this point we can cut off the other yarn early. Then hide the yarn tail at the back. Later use a sewing needle to tuck it into the wrong side of the fabric. The first round of edging double crochets is now completed. Now we'll work the second round of edging, which is the final round. First make 2 chain stitches. Then work a double crochet in the same stitch, that's the starting stitch from the previous round. Then skip 1 double crochet stitch. Work a slip stitch in the 3rd double crochet stitch, continue with 2 chain stitches, insert the hook in the same stitch, and work a double crochet, skip 1 stitch and work a slip stitch. Following this pattern, 2 chain stitches, 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 1 stitch, work a slip stitch in the next stitch, work this round completely. This is the last one. Then work a slip stitch in the turning chain of this round. Finally make one chain stitch and stretch the loop. Cut off. Then hide the yarn tail inside the fabric using a sewing needle. This completes the main part of the bag. As you can see, the starting color is called color 1, and the later added color is called color 2. Then alternate crocheting color 1 and color 2, 1 double crochet, 1 chain stitch, 1 double crochet, 1 chain stitch. While crocheting, make sure to enclose the chain stitches from the previous row when working double crochets. Finally crochet 2 rounds of edging. This completes the main body of the bag. Next we need to attach buttons and button loops at the bag opening. The approximate position is at the third to last round. We crochet the button loop on the middle post, at the back side of the third to last round. Then sew the button on the front side at the same middle position. Now watch me demonstrate. Take the edging yarn and make a slip knot. Adjust the size. Take our bag. The back side has the beginning chain, which may not look very neat. Crochet chain stitches at the middle position on this side. Crochet the corresponding number of stitches. We can measure it. Align it with the starting position, then turn to the right side to make sure it can fasten the button. This length is sufficient for the strap. After crocheting to a suitable length, join with a slip stitch to the starting post. You can chain one more stitch and pull up the loop. Cut the yarn. We can tuck these two starting yarn tails inside the fabric. And hide them using a sewing needle. Then sew the button on the front side of the bag. Next, let's sew the button using cotton yarn from the kit. Choose a color close to the main part of your bag, and take one strand for sewing the button. Tie a knot at the end. This is the front side of the bag. Turn it over, and first hide the thread inside the fabric. Then thread the needle to where the button needs to be sewn. You can secure it on the fabric. Tie another knot to secure it. Pull the needle through the fabric and into the button. Fix it in place with the fabric. Sew it a few times. Then bring the needle to the backside, which is the inside of the fabric, to secure it. Then pass through the fabric a few more times. Trim the yarn. That's how the button is sewn on. Flip the loop over to secure it. Next, let's learn how to crochet the strap. The strap needs to be crocheted with 2 strands, meaning these 2 strands are combined as one for crocheting. Since the strap is quite long, I'll show you how to take the yarn. You can choose either color 1 or color 2 for crocheting the bag. Take 1 strand from inside the yarn ball, and 1 from outside, combining them into 2 strands, then take about 5 meters of this double strand yarn. After taking it, place the prepared double strand yarn below. Keep the yarn connected to the ball above. Then make 1 chain stitch. Now we'll crochet the strap. Wrap the yarn from top to bottom around the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the hook. Hook the original yarn above and make 1 chain stitch. Then continue wrapping the lower strand around the hook and make 1 chain stitch. Crochet using this method to achieve the desired strap length. Here I'm demonstrating with a small sample, so it's shorter. Once you reach the desired length, gather all 4 strands together. And pull through all loops at once. Leave about 10 centimeters and cut it off. Gently tighten. Then use a sewing needle to hide the yarn tails into the fabric, one by one. Just thread it through. Slightly turn it. Then trim the excess yarn tails. For the remaining 3 strands, hide them using the same method. This is what the completed strap looks like. Now thread it through the holes on the bag's side. You can thread from inside the bag outward, then tie a slip knot, wrap it like this. Then pull it through here. On the other side, thread out from the inside and tie a slip knot. This creates a movable strap that you can adjust the length of. Both sides are adjustable. That covers the main crochet techniques for this bag. The decorative parts, we can see the big coal ball is a large circular piece, this small coal ball is a small circular piece, and the big coal ball's arms and legs are even smaller circular pieces. Here I'll demonstrate with the big coal ball. The small coal ball and limb pieces use the same circular crochet method. Refer to the pattern chart for details. Now demonstrating the big coal balls technique. I'm using cotton yarn for this demo with random color choices. Check the paper instructions for specific yarn colors and hook sizes. All circular pieces start with a magic ring. Wrap yarn around left hand, pinch crossing point with thumb and middle finger, insert hook into loop, secure with a chain stitch. This doesn't count as a stitch. Work 1 beginning chain, that's 1 chain stitch, then crochet 6 single crochets into the large space for the first round. Pull up the loop. Then tighten the starting yarn tail. Continue inserting hook into the enlarged loop. Locate the first single crochet stitch. Work a slip stitch while hiding the yarn tail as you go. That completes the first round. The single crochet symbol, X in our chart, represents 1 single crochet stitch. For the second round, we need to work single crochet increases in each stitch of the previous round. That's the V symbol in our chart. V stands for single crochet increase. First work 1 beginning chain, then work 2 single crochets into the first stitch of the previous round. That completes the single crochet increase. Continue working single crochet increases in every stitch around. After completing, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Remember to pull tight. That completes the second round. Now we begin the third round. For this round, work 1 single crochet followed by 1 single crochet increase. Repeat this combination 6 times. Start with 1 beginning chain, work 1 single crochet in the first stitch, then work 1 single crochet increase in the next stitch. That completes 1 XV set, 1 single crochet followed by 1 single crochet increase. Continue with 5 more sets. When finished, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch as usual. This is what it looks like after completing the third round. For the fourth round, work 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet increase, then 1 single crochet, repeat this pattern 6 times. Start with a beginning chain, then work 1 single crochet. Next, work 1 single crochet increase in the following stitch. Then work another single crochet, that completes one pattern set. Repeat it again. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet increase, then another single crochet. The second set is complete. Just follow this pattern to finish the fourth round. When done, join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. This is how it looks after completing the fourth round. For the fifth round, work 3 single crochets followed by 1 single crochet increase, repeat this pattern 6 times. The sixth round requires 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet increase, then 2 more single crochets, repeat this sequence 6 times. Complete the rest following the pattern chart. For the seventh round, work even, 1 single crochet in each stitch, across all 36 single crochets from the previous round. This is what the main part looks like when finished. Pull a large loop. Leave about 10 centimeters of yarn tail and cut off. Use a yarn needle to hide the yarn tail on the wrong side of the fabric. Trim off any excess tail. Using the same method, complete the arms and legs. This is how they look after finishing the first 2 rounds. Next, work 16 chain stitches, and join them to the main part. This is how it looks after completing 16 chain stitches, forming the limbs. Then, with the wrong side of the main fabric facing you, insert your hook into any single crochet stitch, and make a slip stitch. This connects the limbs. You can work 1 more chain stitch to secure it, then cut the yarn. Pull it tight. This is one leg of the coal ball. Trim off the excess part of the longer yarn tail from the beginning. Any extra threads can be hidden using a sewing needle into the fabric on the wrong side. This completes one leg. Skip 3 single crochet stitches in between. Work another leg on the 4th stitch, and connect the other leg. Of course, you can adjust the position according to your preference. The method for the arms is the same, just positioned on both sides of the body, right here. You can adjust it yourself as well. Next, let's learn how to crochet the hat. The hat uses the magic ring technique and is crocheted back and forth. Now watch my demonstration. First, cast on the adjustable magic ring. Secure with one stitch and pull tight. Okay, chain 1 to begin, work 3 single crochets, 1 stitch. 2 stitches. 3 stitches. Stretch the loop. Tighten the yarn tail from the beginning chain. With this, the starting chain and first row are completed. Insert your hook into the stretched loop to work the second row. Chain 1 to begin. The beginning chain for single crochet does not count as a stitch. Turn the work. Work 2 single crochets into the last stitch of the previous row, which is a single crochet increase. Then continue with another single crochet increase in the next stitch for a total of 3 single crochet increases. This completes the second row. Chain 1 to begin the third row. Turn the work. Work a single crochet. Work a single crochet increase in the next stitch. Then continue with a single crochet. A single crochet increase. A single crochet. A single crochet increase. This is what it looks like after completing the third row. Chain 1 to begin the fourth row, turn the work. A single crochet. A single crochet increase. A single crochet. Repeat this pattern for 2 more groups. This is what it looks like after completing the fourth row. It gradually forms a fan shape. For the fifth row, chain 1 to begin, then work 1 single crochet in each single crochet stitch from the previous row, working evenly for 12 stitches. After finishing, we can count the stitches to check if they are correct. Next, we work the sixth row, which consists of double crochet increases. That means working 2 double crochets in each single crochet stitch from the previous row. First, chain 3 as the beginning chain for the double crochet, turn the work. In the same position, which is the same stitch, work a double crochet, completing 1 double crochet increase. Then work 2 double crochets in each single crochet stitch. Complete this row on your own. This is the last double crochet increase. After crocheting, count the stitches to check accuracy. The 6th row is completed. Now we work the 7th row. First, chain 2, then turn the work, and work a double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 1 stitch. Work a slip stitch in the next stitch. Continue with 2 chains, work a double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 1 stitch, work a slip stitch. Let me demonstrate again. Two chains. Work a double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 1 stitch, work a slip stitch. Follow this pattern to complete 11 groups. This completes the last group. Then work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the starting chain from the previous row to transition to the edge. Pull up a large loop. Leave about 10 centimeters of yarn and cut it off. This is what the hat main part motif looks like after completion. Next, we crochet the connecting yarn for the hat. Insert the hook into the chain space of the foundation chain. Then join the yarn, take about 1.5 meters of yarn, fold it in half, and draw the yarn through. Chain 22. Pull the yarn through after completing. Cut it off. Use a yarn needle to weave the tail into the chain stitches fabric to secure it. This is the overall look of the completed hat. Don't forget to secure this yarn tail. Next, you can use hot glue to attach these pieces, meaning the large coal ball piece, the small coal ball piece, and the completed hat, to the main bag fabric according to their positions. Also secure the eyes with glue. That concludes the crochet instructions for this phone pouch.